Baby dolls, do I have a cracker episode for you here today? Did you know there is a stablecoin SuperCycle going on? Look at this information. The stablecoin issuers market sector today. It is all big green. Friends, the Tether on the left-hand side here is 150 billion in size. Circle USDC for Cucks is 58 billion. Skynet is 7 billion. Athena, which is Arthur Gazer's stablecoin, is 6 billion. As you can see, friends, all of them are green. They are all green. They're issuing of the supply. They're moving it all on chain. Now, there's about 250 or so billion of stablecoins in cryptocurrency. Most of it's on Ethereum, which is awesome. Yes, a lot of hypocrisy there because Tether use the yield from USDT. They use the yield from all their cuck customers. Yes, you are cucks. You sit in the hotel cuck chair and you enjoy it. You're aroused by it. They use the yield. They go use the Ethereum chain to make all their business. Then they go dump it for Bitcoin. So now they're invited to all the Bitcoin conference stuff out here. They're pretty much crypto's Trojan horse. It's the government's way of doing Trojan horse shit on crypto. And yes, they do have the Phoebe, Fancy Banana Investigators, and the Coconut Intelligence Agency that they themselves confirm that they have hired in Tether. So Tether are pretty much like glowers, if you know what I mean. So Tether friends as well, now that they're in there, you gotta remember they have a blacklist function for their stablecoin. But it doesn't matter, okay? For now, it actually does matter. But I mean, in terms of like most people don't know this. They don't know the implications of this. They've invited it all in. That's why I've said pDAI, probably nothing. No, it's probably something. I'm not going to use the innuendos and jokes for everyone new out here. Remember, this is a Pokeball. Got you. You're my friend. So stablecoin SuperCycle, I've coined the term. I've used the term a lot. And yes, stablecoin SuperCycle. We're bringing all the stablecoins of the world, putting US dollars, how everyone has a US bank account, into crypto, and then we can go from there, right? So it's going to be cracker if the stablecoin SuperCycle reveals itself as pDAI. And I've got some more issuing statements regarding pWBTC. So first, I'm just going to blow your mind with some groovy beats. Oh, yeah. Take it back old school. Diamond Hands. Check this out. You know this man? I'm going to give you a quote. The best way to predict the future is to make it. PulseChain is the world's greatest chain. pDAI is the greatest story ever told in crypto. All right. So remember, friends, you are here for BMSV, bull market speculation vehicle. Okay. You want to buy something and hold stuff that has the highest growth potential, don't you? Yeah. In a bull market, that's what we all seek. So Hex is a better Bitcoin. PulseChain is a better Ethereum. PulseX is better than Uniswap. Incentive is the greenest logo. pDAI is better than Tether. pWBTC is better than BlackRock BTC. All of these are available on PulseChain. They are better. If you're measuring it by what do you want to buy in a bull market, don't you want stuff that goes up? Okay. By the way, none of that's financial advice. pDAI went to zero twice. They literally sent it to zero twice. They can send it again for the third time. Okay. Don't come crying to me if these things go to zero. I'm telling you, I'm long, I'm strong, and I believe. And yes, I got plenty of pegs coming my way. So check this out. You see this? This is me, Retardio on the left, and this is Richard Hart, founder of PulseChain. This, friends, secret message here, the Most and the Ricky display picture for Deck Screener, they both have the same picture, Most and Ricky. It's very interesting, the deployer of both of them. They're, some say could be the same person, also could quack like a duck. Now remember, every exchange is launching their own stablecoin. Richard Hart already thought of this in 2021. Right here. You see that? He thought of this with pDAI. Okay, genius. He thought of this in 2021. And friends, before we even like dive deeper into this, remember, what's the ultimate goal of crypto? Okay, we're building digital cities. You have a digital community. They're like countries. Countries need like team logos, team flags. You don't want people to bridge out. You want people to feel like they have value when they stay in the city. They stay in the country. Yes, so you need to follow the meme cult religion archetype, just like BTC. Now Ethereum, remember, bankless friends watching, literally probably your friend Sommi on repeat over and over again, trying to get rid of the soy. They are now calling for Ethereum to become more like a cult. You get it? XRP, definitely a cult. Cardano, definitely a cult. Guess what? They're all successful. Dogecoin, probably a fun cult. It's probably a world religion now. You get it? Hex is the cult of all cults. Now remember, we don't mean demonic satanic cult stuff, we mean culture. Okay? So in the context of Richard Hart, if you want to build a nation of people, a digital nation, your own country, where people don't leave, it has to give you value besides something just financial. Otherwise, people just become like locusts and they just go hunt the highest yield, okay? Obviously, there's something special about PulseChain. Gate kept, survived minus 99%, multiple conferences per year. We got a pirate, we got a cowboy, Maddie. We have, you know, Kareem in and out of jail, 15-year stakes. We got a movie, okay? I've got a helicopter hat. I've got a fluffy microphone. And like, friends, you can literally, we got a doctor, a certified doctor, okay? We got a lawyer in here as well. Shout out to Noogie Herbs. Most importantly, you got this, okay? These are, pound for pound, the sharpest elbows in the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemisphere of Earth. We're going to win, okay? All this gatekeeping, we're going to win, friends. Trust me, they're going to come. They're going to... Friends, look, I promise you, not even guarantee, I promise you, there will be your friend Sommi emulations and Hex and PulseChain conference emulations in the next cycle. Undoubtedly, there will be cult mantra stuff. They will literally get a microscope and they're going to check out all of our willies. Okay? They're going to look at everyone because they're going to try to reverse engineer what we did. All of us. What they can't reverse engineer, though, is the magic of the pDAI story. But you never know. If pDAI actually gets to $1, they will try to reverse engineer it. But I don't really think they'll actually understand what Richard really did with it, if you know what I mean. So what makes Richard Hart special is, remember friends, everybody's issuing stablecoins. Everybody is also issuing, like OKEx, friends, I reported in Juicy News. Friends, OKEx is issued their own wrapped Bitcoin called xBTC. Do you know Coinbase, otherwise known as Cuckbase? They have their own Bitcoin called cbBTC. It's all wrapped because they all want to make money in custody of BTC. They all want to make money in the custody of your US dollars, okay? But you can't get rich off that. I can't get rich off that. You have to already be rich and own them to do that. What makes Richard Hart special, okay? He found a way, he found an idea for you to get rich along the way. There are no insiders to this. I think so. I don't know. Okay, have you ever heard of any like secret insider people who like Richard's been like, hey, this is going to be the plan and up and down? It just feels like to me, friend, look, we've already seen evidence, okay? For me, no one's ever talked about this. I talk about it. Developer Kyle, the guy who actually coded Hex, he only made like $2 million of it. And you think, oh, $2 million is a lot. No, it's not. He had the chance to buy 100 million Hex and make $40 to $50 million of it. He made $2 million. He had no idea what was going to do what was going to do. He probably had a feeling this guy's special, something big's going to happen, just didn't know how big, right? Think about it. He bought 4 million Hex. He could have bought 400 million if you knew it was actually going to happen. So Richard knows what he's doing. That's why I think Richard really knows what he's doing. Okay, so every exchange is launching their own stablecoin. We've got pDAI. Yep, I get it. It's not pegged. It's controversial. I didn't give a shit what you think. I'm long. Okay, and by the way, feel free to dump on me at 1 cent. You're welcome. Just feel free. In fact, you can dump now. From a month ago, you're already 13x onside on your clip. Worst case, you're 10x. If you bought on the Gravestone, where everybody gave you the Gravestone, there are certain KOLs, I will not mention their name, they literally, friends, called the Gravestone here, and they literally tagged me. I only saw it from other people sending screenshots because I've just got them all on mute. Like, that's what you did to yourself, bro. Like, listen, I can take a lot of hits, okay? I've got infinite energy. What I don't have, though, is infinite time. So once you start flooding my feed with toxicity, crying in the casino, you being a little bitch, or you just like refuse to accept people like coins that you don't like. Once I just see that, I'm like, man, that's not fair to everybody else. That's not fair to myself. Like, I don't want to be flooding all this negativity here. You're just going to have to go on mute. Then you can talk to nobody in cyberspace. They know who they are. You all called your friend Sommi out here. Guess who gets called out now? You do. All right? You do, because instead of crying like a little bitch on the internet, if you click buy, you'd be up 12 times your money. You could be dumping on me right now. You could be setting. That's okay. Trim some profit. I don't care, friends. I don't care if you click sell. Just click sell. It's all right. You don't have to click sell with all of it. You can trim. Every exchange and chain is launching their own wrapped Bitcoin, right? Richard Hart already thought of this too. It's called pWBTC, the people's Bitcoin. So you should lean into the greatest story that crypto ever told, available on PulseChain, and my nipples do remain pegged. I knew something special was going on with with pDAI when, friends, I started the Pokemon hat stuff. Pokemon hat is my thing, okay? I'm the Pokemon hat guy. Something was weird to me when the PokeCenter, all the family baby dolls in the PokeCenter, they don't call me the Pokemon guy. They call me, this was back in December, they call me the pDAI guy. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I got a Pokemon hat and Pokemon, bro. I started, do you understand? PokeCenter's only here because I bought into Pika. I really like the idea. Do you understand that? I'm the pDAI guy. That's like somebody out there in Boomer world, right? Let's say like meet Kevin. Let's say he looks at Richard Hart. He goes, oh, you're the Ethereum guy. You're like really big on Ethereum. You're like the Ethereum guy. And then Ethereum people are like, no. Vitalik's the Ethereum guy. You know, Davey Soy Hoffman is the Ethereum guy. Ryan Soy Adams is the Ethereum guy. Anthony Sassano. Shout out to the Daily Grey Discord in the Prices channel where we all hang out. Okay, also, you know, they're the Ethereum guys, not Richard Hart. See what I mean? That's when I'm, oh my gosh. There's something with this pDAI narrative. They won't long it. They just, I don't know what it is, man. It's some sort of magic. Now, I'm sure you saw earlier today, friends, this is the PWBTC water droplet. Now, PWBTC, I'll be honest, PWBTC's got a nice chart, man. PWBTC's got a very nice chart. PWBTC is very strong. I'll show you right now. PWBTC has a very nice chart, friends. And I think PWBTC is going to go to one of the highest extensions you can on the fib. But like, I think its 4.236 extension is only about a 3x away from here. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, I'm here for more than a triple, bro. It's already strong, you know? And some people say, oh, why don't we all buy it? Habibi. If you bought all the new chains, you buy Molestia, you're down. You buy Starknet, you're down. You buy Manta, you're down. You buy SEI, Soy, you're down. Okay, you haven't made money on that. Craptos, you're down. Okay, so I've already gone through 5 new chains, and there are others, by the way. There are others that I've forgotten. And then you buy PWBTC, right? SUI, that one's the strong one. So it looks obvious in hindsight. Oh, just go buy the new chain. No, Habibi, there's like 7 of them. There's 8 new ones. You understand? There's 8. There's actually more than that. So if you just put money in all of them, okay, one of them does well. But you see what I mean, man? It's not easy. There's a lot of supply of tokens now. But the PWBTC hacker, friends, they stole $220 million. Okay, they stole $220 million. The hacker thought him, one guy, scum, probably North Korea, could be, that they could control the chain. They thought, ha, we can now control the chain. I am one person, one entity, because I have all the money. Now, they were right about one thing. One guy does control the chain. The problem is, it was the wrong person. It was another guy who controlled the chain. Do you know, friends, the SUI validators, which basically keep the network running, in a very purely centralized fashion, they banned his transactions. Can you believe it? They literally went straight away. They go, oh, cool, just ban this guy. And they did. Only $60 million was bridged out of the $220 million. So 75% of the money, the validators ignored all their transactions to send. So he couldn't, they were trying to send out, and all of the validators blocked everything. It was blacklisted straight away. So look, man, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice. People save their life savings and stuff out here. But we're not here for that, man. That's not crypto, bro. That is fake crypto where you are leeching off the decentralization theme of everyone else in crypto, attaching yourself to us. You're not actually building anything. Friends, you've literally built, what they've actually built is they built a slower dogshit server compared to Web 2, but you just call yourself crypto. Because everybody wants to come into crypto. You go, oh, we're crypto too. No, you're not. You are not crypto. That's like, friends, you bring a skateboard to a car show and you tell everybody, this is a car. No, it's not. Okay. Now, the thing is, it's more like you bring a car to a skateboard show. Now, think about it, because the car goes faster. So, do people care about it? No, friends. Raoul Pal's got over, shout out to Ra. He's got 1 million followers. You know what I mean? There's a lot of big dog, like, you know, macro guys. They got $1 billion funds. Of course, they're going to buy PWBTC with him. I get it. But just showing you need an edge, bro. All the cypherpunks, they're on Ethereum. They're on PulseChain. They build the cool shit. You don't build cool shit on this PWBTC stuff. This is one cycle pump and dump stuff. And yeah, the pump might be really big for this one, but they aren't huge for the other ones, okay? So PulseChain is better than this. And look, I'm showing you, I'm just being honest. PWBTC is one of the strong ones. The thing is, they got no cult. Yeah, they got volume. Yeah, they gave a lot of tokens out here. But I just gave you the example, man. Like a survivorship bias, bro. There's like 8 other first cycle coins, new coins, layer 1 chain, layer 2 chains that just haven't moved yet, you know? So that's the reality of it. I also wanted to show this to you, friends. Oh, bro, you gotta love the stock market, guys. Jeremy LeFooFoo. Look at this thumbnail tile. Buy now or die of death. I love him, bro. What is buy now or die of death? They're just this, you stock market dudes, man, you got to hang out with some crypto dudes for a day. You know what I mean? We'll show you how to meme. This stock is minting new millionaire. Friends, I watch his videos. You know when they talk about new millionaires? He's got like 330 grand in the stock. It's going to do like a 3x in the next couple of years. I'm not joking. Right. Oh, brings a tear to my eye, man. Crypto's going to grow so big. Friends, honestly, you're threatened by that. They've got 150 trillion in world stocks. Crypto's only 3 trillion. Come on, bro. Come on. You know what I mean? Come on. Friends, there's a hilarious episode. Jeremy LeFooFoo last week. This is the funniest, bro. He was he was talking about, because he's got a public portfolio. I think it's like $1 million. But like, don't think he's got like super amazing skills in there. He's good. He sells subscriptions to like, you know, insider discords where they pay like $5 grand a year. He's one of the biggest stock market finance gurus. You could tell his wife was home and he's recording in the kitchen because you could hear the echo. And she must have gone to the other room. And he started talking about, guys, like, you know, he was talking about the Trump tariffs. He's like, you know, guys, remember the Trump tariffs? They went down. I'll just bring you the chart. You're going to die. So the Trump tariffs, friends, remember, friends, we just go down, but we'll start and recover up. And we'll just back here, okay? We'll just back here. So he was saying, he goes, look, you know, during the Trump tariffs, everybody said it was over, but you got to get into these high growth stocks that have strong fundamentals. The tariffs aren't going to affect them. You know, in these earnings, the CEO says that the tariffs are temporary and we've planned for a lot of things out here. So he's telling that. And he goes, guys, you even saw me publicly. And then I promise, I guess, his voice goes from normal. He starts whispering. He goes, guys, you know, my public account, I lost like, you know, $750,000 last month. And then, and he just literally raises his voice back up normal again. I didn't pick up on it until I read the comments. Everyone was like, you can tell Jeremy's home because when he started talking about his losses, he started talking like this. He's kind of hilarious, man. These stock marketers, which is how they work, you know. It's funny because it's stocks. The stock market always goes up, right? But funny in crypto, friends, Habibi, we don't have, crypto always goes up. We have the mantra, crypto always goes down. That's funny. It's like programmed in our brain, like, bro, this thing just goes to zero every second day and there's no helping you. So I found out that was just funny, friends. That's where all the money is. Buy now or die of What is By the way, you're allowed to say stuff like that, man. It's gold. Now, friends, I want to just give you more insights into crypto. So this is me getting my hair cut, okay? So this actually happened, okay? So I went to the barber. Also, Frankie's not there anymore, friends. He actually had to go back. I think he's got to go back to school. So Frankie's there, was doing their part-time. Remember, friends, Frankie is the lovable hairdresser assistant, the barber assistant. He'd been talking to me about Dogecoin. He says, Doge. Have you heard of Doge, Sommi? Sommi Doge. Been talking about Doge for like a year, right? So all he knew about Dogecoin, just wants to buy Dogecoin. But when XRP got up, his uncle convinced him, let's go all in on XRP. So his uncle, it's kind of funny, but Frankie's like 15, bro. Why is your 40-year-old uncle borrowing $5 grand off a 15-year-old to buy? And they did it, and they're in XRP, you know? So why they buy XRP, friends? Have a guess. Because it went up 6x straight away. Now, I friends, you would not believe this. This actually happened, okay? You know, for all this time, okay, for this whole time, here you go, for like a whole year, all this time, literally, all Frankie was talking to me about was Dogecoin. Then XRP literally went up. Let's check this out. It went up 6.6x in like, how long is this period? Look at this. It did a 600% move in 70 days. His uncle goes, let's go all in on XRP. And he did. Forget Dogecoin. So I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, bro. We never talked about XRP. He didn't even know the word XRP. He didn't know what they do. So I hope it all works well. Okay, but Frankie's not there. So my other barber, though, I'll just tell you what happened. Okay, so I was sitting and I was waiting. I was waiting on the couch. Okay, not the casting couch, actually the barber couch, friends. And I'm listening to crypto stuff. And then I moved seats, and I noticed that the customer before dropped a $20 note. There was a $20 note on the couch, you know. So I had the $20 note, and I actually found the customer, the guy, and I said, hey man, I think this might be yours. And he thanked me for it. Okay, and then even the barber, okay, the barber joked, and he actually said to me, he goes, you know, other people that would have taken the money, they would have literally gone to the pokies and played with the slot machines, you know, and they were having a joke about that, you know. And I thought to my mind, like, because, like, why didn't I do that? Why aren't we like that? Besides being a good Samaritan. And then I realized, dude, we just live in a totally different world. I got $20 on a slot machine. I'm like, bro, do you understand? We're already on the internet slot machine. Crypto, internet, Ponzi coins. Like, they got no idea, friends. They literally haven't, like, the cyclical nature of what we go through. The world has never seen something like this. Just we live in a totally different reality. And, you know, it's good because it's desensitized to it now, okay? So, like, friends, it's funny. You should be putting $20 into stuff, but you feel like a failure. Because you see the reality, though. You can see on chain. Oh, my gosh. This guy put in 30 grand. He turned into 4 million. Gunther from Hex community, friends, he DCA'd his entire wage. So he was making $1,000 a week, I think in 2020. He put in all $700. He was barely living. All $700. He DCA'd, bought Hex. And then by the end of the cycle, his net worth, he had, I think, peaked like 55 million US or 60 million US. Now, it's all staked and stuff. But still, bro, like, a lot of people say, oh, but he only sold out. He sold for $2 million at the end. Bro, he still turned like 50 grand into 2 million. You know what I mean? So what is this reality? All right, so it's crazy. But that's crypto, network effects, getting in early, taking on risk, right? And getting rewarded for it. So we have our life savings in it, don't we? It's just a reality of what we're actually in. And this is where the story even gets more fun, friends. So the barber's cutting my hair. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, he bought MOG. Yeah. So he asked me, MOG, because I don't talk crypto with this one barber, right? So he said, you know, I got a bit of crypto. And I asked him, which coin did you want? He goes, oh, let me show you. And then I'm like, I was thinking like, you know, XRP, one of the normal ones. He goes, it's called MOG. And I was like, oh my gosh. What? He doesn't know I have a channel and he doesn't know anything, okay? It's cute. He put $50 in it, okay? But I just thought, wow, he went for MOG, huh? Now, he didn't understand what he was doing. I go, why did you get into it? He said, I promise on God. He said, he checked the trading platform. MOG had gone up 100% in like the past 7 days. So he said, oh, that's doing the best. I'm in. Straight away. That's it. Instant reaction. He just looked at what's up the most. Okay, I'm in. And then he said he when he was in it, they showed him like some little headline. He just saw the word Elon Musk. I didn't even know that. That's why I went home and I'm like, hey, I found out why MOG had actually gone up. It's because Elon Musk changed his profile to that Gork thing and it had the MOG glasses. So it was a bit of a catalyst, which I'll show you now. So you can see it right here, friends. This is MOG here. This is as it's going up. So all he could see was, it's up 400% from the low. But when he saw it, look at this. So it's gone up like 100%. Right? Isn't it funny? It's like that. That's normal people. Okay. So in their concept, there's no like buying high. You know what I mean? It's no. I'm in the winning coin. The coin is winning. Logically, I have to go into the winning. So that's why it takes a lot of deprogramming to change. Obviously, friends, I'm getting my hair cut. You know what I mean? So that's not like we can't go through stuff. But I think that's like a good anecdotal story I'm sharing with you of this is the true spirit of just retailer FOMO. And this is the best part. Michael Chad Saylor has 596,000 Bitcoin. Okay. And he is literally shilling the mantra, the scripture of retailers to the world. He's convincing governments, buy the high with me. He literally says, I'll be buying the top forever. His quote from 2 days ago, he said, if you're not buying the top, you're leaving money on the table. Straight out. And everyone just believes him because the price has been going up. See, when the price just goes up, you can literally say anything. It doesn't matter. You're winning. You're literally winning. That's why I know, friends, when people even look at PulseChain or just any other coin, they go, oh, we're not going up. Everything sucks. I want to change things. Let's make a chain for Hex. No, bro. You just got to wait till the business cycle goes up, dude. Okay? Friends, literally just got to wait till the business cycle goes up. Friends, I already can see in my mind Cointelegraph maybe make an article of me and they have my peg nipples. And they might say like, is crypto benefiting from, you know, the new shock jock of our generation? Is your friend Sommi the new influencer in crypto where they have to like take things to more extreme to grab attention? And they're like, oh, in one episode, he pegged his own nipples to try grab attention. It doesn't really matter. And then like, they might even do like a hit piece on me having no context. And people will be like, yeah, you know what? That is cool. Because all they're going to do is be looking at the chart. They go, oh, but the coin's up 2,000% in like 6 months, which is 21x. You see, that's it. Don't confuse brains for a bull market. In a bull market, everything works. And in a bear market, nothing works. We've already seen that, haven't we? Nothing works. You're decentralized. You're centralized. Richard beats the SEC. Doesn't matter. Richard pumps the bags with always sacrifice punts. Doesn't matter. You get it? Welcome to crypto. By the way, I took a picture here. POC, proof of couch. Also, shout out to Mr. Big Banana and your cat. When we were chatting out there. Remember, friends? It was, were you listening? One of the interviews, like Big Banana's, his cat was like, his cat just would not shut up about being fed. And he's like trying to talk to us about like deep spiritual vibes and like, you know, the psychical stuff. He's trying to like say this stuff. And the cat's just going, meow, meow. And we're like, bro, just go feed your cat. It was so funny. He's a cute little cat. Oh man, good stories. So, even when you're looking at all of this, you know now, okay? We're just getting started. We're just getting started. And I don't talk like that, friends. I made dark prophecy, bro. I don't talk like that. But look at this, man. The business ISM never went above 50. Because we've had such a long period time down, I'm very confident that we will have 2 alt seasons, just like everything else in the past. And I'm actually more confident we'll have 2 alt seasons compared to the past, because we've had such a long period of it being down. So once this thing finally gets going, there's going to be 2 alt seasons. I'm very confident the first alt season, a lot of people are going to fall off. That's why I'm telling you now, look, it doesn't matter if pDAI is not $1. It doesn't matter if PulseChain hasn't hit 30x sack price. It doesn't matter if Hex is below 50 cents. Just take out a G stack for yourself. Just so like when that crash happens, you can tell your family, oh, I'll be okay for another 6 to 12 months. You know, just so you can do that, because it's going to be tough, friends. It's going to be tough. Like, I'll tell you right now, man, we're all in PulseChain. I'll be honest, man, it was mentally tough when pDAI was literally at 0 and people are saying, well, Sommi, it looks like you were wrong. Time to shut up and get over it and move on now. Are you going to move on? It was tough, man. And I went, I'll be buying more, sir. It was real tough. That's why I ignored all DMs. Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't get messages from me, you're probably one of the plebs. Because that's it, bro. Like, I don't need negative stuff, bro. There's negative stuff. Well, I know when the candles are down, prices are negative, bro. I don't need you to come tell me that it's shit. You know? And by the way, if I listened to you, I would have missed out on 14x, would have sold the low. So you're a pleb, but I still need them there because you need someone to fade. Which side are you on, though? The winners or the losers? If you're watching me, it's helicopter hat time, baby. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.